Hello, welcome back to Pop Culture Graveyard. I am Hollis, and today I'm going to talk about the biggest problem with buying records online. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest problem with ordering records online. And it's two words: cultural carpetbaggers. I came up with the name cultural carpetbaggers to describe these people who used to collect Star Wars figures and baseball cards and Beanie Babies, and now they're in the vinyl community, and they're buying up all these records and they're selling them for jacked up prices. They've been doing this a while, but now it's getting dangerous for us because these people don't know how to pack records, they don't know how to clean records, and they sure as heck don't know how to grade records. So it's really becoming hard to find quality records that are treated well. Just a couple of examples. I found one of my favorite records, Joy Division Unknown Pleasures. It still has a beautiful spine, and it went unmolested for about 40 years until I purchased it, and the pictures look great. Then when it arrives in the mail, there's a seam split. It made it 40 frigging years. So when I wrote to complain, the guy wrote back to me, "Yeah, mate, the post is difficult. They're really rough with packages. Sorry." He was British. And I wrote back, "Yeah, the post is difficult. They sometimes are rough with packages. That's why you have to pack them properly." And I argued this guy into giving me a major discount because I told him if the box was dented, or if the box was gouged, or the box was ripped open, yeah, that's the post office. But if it comes to me in the post and everything on the outside of the box is great, and then I open it up and I take the sleeve out and the sleeve is busted, or the record is dented or cracked, that's on you. That's the New York City tenement rule. Anything inside the wall is the landlord's problem. Anything outside is yours. So inside the box, that's poor packaging. I ordered another record. I was like, hey, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Who doesn't want that? And then I get it, and I don't know that you can make this out, but there's all these little... What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Little oil stains on it that do affect play. But it's on both sides of both records. It's a 2-record set. So I ended up going ahead and buying it again, because we all love to spend money frivolously, especially now. And the new one I got had a major problem. You see that white circular stuff? What the hell is that? I believe, through the forums and other places I checked, it's the result of a record changer where it would sit on another record and just get jacked up. So that's some more wasted money. These people who get into these cultural carpetbaggers, they're neophytes. They don't know how to pack. I saw one guy who, and this is my least favorite cultural carpetbagger. It's the mogul, we'll call him. He opens with, "There's a lot of money to be made in records. You may have expensive records in your house." And it's not a business. It's a lifelong passion. It's a hobby. It's not a business. If you buy from record stores, yeah, that's a business. But stay away from these garage sale pickers. Most of them don't know how to pack records. This guy was showing you how to pack records. And he basically put the record in the sleeve, in the outer sleeve. You do not pack inside the sleeve. And just put it in he took some crumpled up wrapping paper, put it in the box, put that on top of it, took another piece of crumpled wrapping paper, put that on top, and then sealed the box. If you're very quiet and you close your eyes and just prick up your ears, you can hear the person who got that record in the mail screaming for a discount. Because there are seam splits. No one who is worth a damn packs a record inside the jacket, except when it's sealed already, the record, or if the buyer requests it. Some people don't care about the jacket, or they feel the jacket gives them extra protection and they're all about the vinyl and they just want that's fine. But if you're a seller, you take the inner sleeve with the record in it out of it, you put it on top of the sleeve, you put them both in Mylar or a plastic sleeve, you put cardboard stiffeners on either side, and then you put them in the box, and then you seal the box tightly, overlapping the flaps. It's just that simple. The other thing a lot of these cultural carpetbaggers do is they clean records using all sorts of things that are not supposed to clean records. They're using WD-40, they're using Windex, they're using baby oil. These things are not going to clean your records, they're going to degrade your records, and there's no way to get them out. I bought a record that was like a $5 record. I was like, hey, whatever, it's a little beat up, but it looked really good. And I get it home and I see a little dust, and I'm like, let me clean the dust. And then I'm like, let me clean the whole thing. So I put a little of my solution in it, and I'm wiping the record, and all these suds start forming. Tons of suds. And so I rinse it off and I go again, more suds. This guy must have used scrubbing bubbles. I ended up chucking the record. Sorry, Confunction. Then in the video, this kid, this vinyl mogul, he said, I keep a record player on hand to check for really bad scratches. And next to him is some beat up old Crosley with probably the original needle that looked like a butter knife. If you use a beat up machine, you're not helping anybody. So this guy is checking for really bad scratches, which means that the regular scratches we just let go. But aside from that, this guy's creating more scratches than he's finding. And the problem with these cultural carpetbaggers is we're starting to see now that the records are getting scarcer and scarcer, the way that they treat their records is coming back to haunt all the rest of us. The people who have been collecting their entire lives. I've been collecting over 35 years. You know, my first albums were Candy Girl by New Edition, the B-52's first album. I was like 12. This is a lifelong passion. And these cultural carpetbaggers are turning it into a business. Do not let them. There's enough records for all of us. There's always more records. Keep telling yourself that. Lay off the most expensive records of these pressings they're trying to gouge you on. Because you know there's going to be new pressings. There's going to be another Rocktober pressing maybe that's better than the one that you're spending all your money on. Then those people are just stuck speculating with their store of records, their cache of records. Leave it to them. Buy from record stores. The other bad trickle-down of the cultural carpetbaggers, mom and pop record stores have to start getting in on it too. There used to be, you could dig and dig and dig in a record store and you were rewarded with a gem. Nowadays, those records don't even make it into the bin in mom and pop stores. One of my favorite record stores in New York, there's a room in the back where there's nothing but a guy on a computer with all the best records. Those records don't even make it into the actual shop anymore. They buy them up front, some go in the back room, and some go in the bins. Sometimes you'll see some of these great records up on the wall. But for the most part, you're not going to see this stuff because now they're fighting online too for their own survival. You know, and that's the trickle-down effect, is they see these people walking out with stacks of $35 records, and they're selling them online for $80. So the mom and pop shops, they have to get in on that too, and they deserve to. And my heart goes out to record stores, and they should do whatever they have to do to stay in business. And at least they know how to grade records, and clean records, and pack records. So if you have to buy online, buy from a record store, a reputable record store, not one you've never heard of, or one that you've gone to, or one that has 100% positive ratings. Don't even mess around with 95%. Mostly cultural carpetbaggers, they would be on eBay. And you can tell these people on eBay because they're selling a bunch of records, but their username is like Beanie Babies 57, or Baseball Collector, or Antique Mom, or Uncle Tony's Garage Sale. These people are not lifers. These people don't care about your record collection. And they don't care whether you get a good pressing. They don't care whether something's damaged in the mail. They don't care about you. For a while, cultural carpetbaggers were solely on eBay. Discogs was more of a safer site. There are thousands of different pressings, so you had to be really knowledgeable about them. But now, these cultural carpetbaggers have invaded Discogs. I have routinely ordered things off Discogs, gotten them home, been excited, unwrapped it, and it's not the pressing I ordered. And the reason you get the wrong pressing is because either one, these people honestly don't know the difference, or two, these people are trying to pull a fast one. So they're either dumb or they're evil. Nobody wins there. Also, unlike a record store, where if you get a bad product, you can simply return it, these people do their no returns policy, or they fight you tooth and nail. They make you go through PayPal to solve the problem, or to use eBay's money-back guarantee. So you're in for a fight with these people because they're all about the money. So try to buy from record stores. Try to keep record stores alive. I know right now things are starting to open up. Some record stores have limited hours. Some record stores have a quota of how many people can come in the shop at one time. But hey, it's nice to get out. Maybe you go wait on a line 6 feet apart, and you go into this record store and you support a local business. They consistently have good stock, quality records, and they know how to grade. My least favorite aspect of collecting vinyl are these people who say grading is subjective. No, it's not. If somebody says on the eBay page or on a Discogs page, this is near mint, but remember, grading is subjective. No, it's not. If you're selling on Discogs, there's a page on Discogs that says exactly what the grade should be. If you can feel scratches, that's not very good plus. If they're minor scratches and they do not affect play, that has a grade. If there are major gouges in the record, that has a grade. They all have a grade. If you're grading through Discogs, there's a page with all of the gradings clearly marked and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. If you're grading through Goldmine standards, they're all clearly marked what's acceptable, what's not for this grading or that grading. Grading is not subjective. My only hope is that the vinyl bubble bursts soon and these speculators, these cultural carpetbaggers, move on to the next generation of Pikachu dolls or whatever it is they're going to sell. Thanks for letting me complain a little bit, and let's keep cultural carpetbaggers out of this beautiful hobby that we all love. Okay? I'll see you next week with more music on Pop Culture Graveyard.